You bet your sweet ass that I got a shirt with my face on it. Deal with it. Hello again, fellow weirdos of the internet, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Ray Rottingwell, and I'm a special effects artist, costume designer, character designer, and character actor, and I'm here to talk about my favorite things. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about a specific product that I have stumbled upon, and it's so amazing. I wanted to share it with everybody. It is something that completely saved my ass when I started using it. So I work in the haunt industry. I work for a haunted house, and it's in Florida. I live in Florida. And for those of you who have been blessed to live in an area that actually has seasons and weather changes, Florida is not one of those places. No matter what time of year it is hot and it is mucky and it is humid. And working for a haunt that doesn't have any air conditioning and working outside in the queue lines, we don't really get very nice weather when it comes to running around outside for hours on end. So even when we use our waterproof alcohol airbrush paint, we are always still soaked, our makeup smears, and more than half of the time actors will go back to their artists throughout the night to get a touch up, and it sucks. And I needed something that would help make my makeup stay on for, if not all of the night, more than 3 hours. Because anyone that has ever seen my clown character Helga, I have these big puffy collars and they do not breathe and they cause me to sweat profusely. Not to mention just running around all night anyway is gonna make you sweat. So I was talking to a couple of special effects friends and somebody mentioned this product to me. It is the green Marble Seelr by Premier Products. I don't know how well you can see that. There we go, that's a little better. Green Marble Seelr, it's from Premier Products. It's basically like a setting spray for special effects. It does, it's a lifesaver. It's honestly such a game changer. I wear a tank top with my character. It's like a sleeveless onesie. And I'll basically just wear like water activated paint on my arms. So obviously that would be the first thing to go. And I sprayed my arms and it lasted the entire night. I even had a hard time trying to get the makeup off in the shower after a night of running around. So this stuff is no joke. So I'm gonna demonstrate using Wolf Hydrocolor. It's just water paint, and I'm going to show you how well it holds up. I'm going to spray it with water. I'm going to try to rub it, and we'll see how long it lasts in comparison to just having a streak of paint without the sealer. All right, so I am going to take my brush that's got some of my water paint on it, and I'm going to draw a line right here, and I'm gonna give that a few minutes to dry, and I'll put another one all the way over here just so that there's some distance between the two when I'm spraying. So I'm gonna give those both a few minutes to set, and then I'm gonna spray this one with the sealer, and then this one is just gonna be left alone. And I'm gonna rub it, I'm gonna put some water on it and see what happens. And if anything, this side will probably end up fading a little bit, but this side is gonna be completely gone by the end of all of our tests. And we'll see how long this one will stay in comparison to how long this one will stay. So this is gonna have the sealer on it, and this one is going to be left on its own. Dry! It's really hard being a makeup artist and also being impatient. I have to wait for everything to dry, but I don't want to wait. I just want to do it. But you gotta wait if you want to have the proper results, and that drives me crazy. Oh my god, it's taking so long to dry. We're literally watching paint dry right now. My patience is wearing thin. I need to do this. But very quickly, just put some hand sanitizer on my hands, make sure my hands are nice and clean. I'm gonna shake this bad boy up. You can tell that I have like almost none left. I used the shit out of this during haunt season. It was amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna try to angle it so that the spray will hit here and not on this one. So, excuse me. Okay, so I don't think that hit this one. I tried to angle it as best as I could. Doing makeup is 40% paint and 60% weight. I'm really bad at math. That's why I didn't go to college. That's why I'm a makeup artist now. All right, are we ready? I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. All right, I'm gonna come a little close. Hello. This is the side that has the seal on it, and this is the side that doesn't. So I don't have anything on my hands. I just put hand sanitizer on them. There's nothing on them. They're good to go. So I'm going to just take my finger and drag, and we'll see. Okay, so that kind of came off. There's a little bit on my finger, but not too much. There's really no patchiness on it. Now I'm gonna go to this one. I'm gonna use my middle finger. I'm going to pull down, and that is what has come off. And there's a lot more on this finger than this finger. I'm trying not to give you the finger. So you can see that this definitely has stayed on pretty well from rubbing against it. There's really nothing rubbing on this side. It's starting to come off. So that is the first test. Now wipe off the rest of the paint that was on my fingers. I don't know what would be the best way to do this. Maybe with a Q-tip? I'm gonna spray some water on a Q-tip, and I'm gonna drag lightly, because obviously if you put force on it, you're gonna make it come off. Like, we should know this by now. So I'm just gonna run my finger across with the Q-tip super lightly, just so that it will get in contact with the paint, and we'll see what stays and what comes off. So I'm gonna start with this one, and I'm gonna drag. Okay, so it did come off. There's some on this, on here. So now let's see, I'm gonna use the other side. So this is the clean side, and drag it along here. So as we can see, there's a lot that came off here, and there's a lot on this brush, or on this Q-tip, in comparison to this side. So just something to keep in mind. This is gonna come off way faster without having the sealer on it. Kind of just messing with it now. And then there's definitely way more that comes off than on this side. Obviously, when you're on film, you're still not going to want to touch anything. You're still not going to want to like rub against the paint. But when it starts to happen, you'll see that this side definitely stays a lot brighter. It stays on a lot better. It doesn't smear nearly as badly as this side. We've only got a couple little smears here. This, we went buck wild on it, and there's a lot of paint that's come off. So now I'm gonna actually like take it off using water, and I just wanna see, I wanna see what stays. So let's see. So wipe. Okay, so my whole arm is stained now. Let's go on this side, just see what happens. It definitely stays on a lot more. It's a lot more resistant. to me wiping. See, as you can see where it's even still, it's still getting caught on certain parts right here and a little bit right here. So I just finished filming this video and realized that there was an experiment that I totally forgot to do. So I'm back to do it. So it might look a little different than when I was just doing it, obviously, because I had already finished this video and realized that I forgot to do the spray one, just spraying water, didn't do it. So, so I'm gonna do it now because I was filming and I got really irritated with myself because this was such a big one that I wanted to do and I forgot to do it. So I'm gonna do it now. So this is it's still the same thing, like this side has the sealer, this side doesn't. All right, so I'm gonna spray this with water. This is just water. We're gonna see what happens. I feel like I'm gonna get, I don't know, there's not a way to do this without making a mess. Whatever, let's do it. Whoa, there we go. This is the one that I really wanted to do, was to show the difference with the amount of water. Look how much is dripping from this side. And this is all that's falling on this side. This side is still pretty much intact as far as like the shape that I painted. And this side is all over the place. I'm so happy I remembered to do this. I'm so glad I ended up sitting back down and doing this again, because this was a really big one and I was really mad that I missed it. So here you go. So in conclusion, if you've ever been worried about going out to a convention or something that will require you to wear full body paint, if you're working on a production and you have to make sure that your actor can keep all of the makeup on for as long as possible without having to constantly stop and reapply, or constantly watch and make sure that they're not bumping into anything, or if you're wearing it, you're not bumping into anything, this will kind of ease your mind a little bit more. Obviously, if you rub against something intentional, at some point it's going to start to come off, but this will make it a little bit harder. It makes it a little bit more, there's a little bit more resistance between the elements and your makeup. It's a nice little sealer to make sure that you're gonna be getting a lot more wear time with whatever product you have on. Especially if you're gonna use something that's gonna be water activated. I understand that a lot of people don't wanna spend the crazy amount of money that they have to spend on alcohol paint. Alcohol paint's really expensive. Anything waterproof is gonna end up being more expensive than anything water-based or cream paint or grease paint. So having this sealer in your kit is gonna work wonders, and a little goes a long way. I mean, I use this 3 days a week for a month, a little over a month, and I still got some. And I mean, this is from spraying my face, my neck, my arms, my hands, everything, like the back of my neck, everything that was covered in paint, I sprayed. And by the end of the night, obviously I still had some patches where it still kind of ran, but for the most part, I still had all of my paint on. So this is definitely something good to have in your kit. That pretty much does it for this video. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos. I do have other products in mind that I think are like super, super helpful. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy me and my channel, please like this video, subscribe, leave a comment. You can push the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video.